Intuitive thoughts for February 21st, 2026. Yeah, I'm doing this from bed because I did just wake up. I slept a lot last night, like a real lot. And I'm going to be very honest in the fact that the dreams that I had last night were very disjointed. There's a lot of them, but I also remember all of them. So there's a lot to unpack with that because when it's disjointed, sometimes that means that it's just randomly walking through thought processes. I get that because that is a natural part of being a human being. And I also recognize that some of the things that I saw may be in relation to things that I processed from yesterday. So, for instance, at one point I saw something that had to do with a fraternity. In my dream, it was a fraternity that I was close to when I was in college. But I am aware of the Iowa fraternity video that came out. I saw that. So my first reaction is that I need to dismiss this part of the dream because of the fact that I was looking in the dream at people that I knew and I saw that video. Same thing with there was a part where I saw these beautiful women and they were dancing in these long, sari kind of dresses with scarves and it was like this beautiful dancing looking thing and like super pretty faces and but I'm also aware that Ramadan just started and there's a lot of videos out there about that and I've been very fascinated by them. Like I love learning about new cultures and new religions, not new, but I mean new to me. Trying so hard to be so respectful. I hate that everybody jumps down everyone's throats and, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I hate that. I come with genuine love and interest and respect and curiosity. But I'm aware of that and those videos. So is that what I saw? But then there was this instance where I saw this man who was sitting on the floor. These women were dancing, and I was in a room, and they were dancing. And when I tell you the outfits they were wearing were beautiful, like they're beautiful. And this gentleman yells at them in a language that I didn't understand. And they stopped, and the look on their face was fear. And they walked out of the room very quickly. And then he turned around and yelled at the rest of us in the room. And all of the men got up and they followed the women. That's the part I don't get. That's what I don't understand. I don't know what that means. So now that's the part that I have to share with you because I don't know what that means. And he was also wearing what I would say is a ceremonial type of outfit. It was not just, jeans and a jacket or anything like that. So I don't know what that means. But he got up and he left the room as well. And so is that going to mean something? I don't know. I don't know. But I went from thoroughly enjoying the dancing and seeing how beautiful the outfits were and the dresses and the makeup and the faces and it was gorgeous. And all of a sudden this. So, and it made me very uncomfortable to be in the room. I felt like I wasn't supposed to be in that room. So that's something that I'm going to put out there. I also feel like there's going to be something that has to do with backlash about a campus bookstore, and there was a case of highly religious themed books at the front of it, and that they were being pushed before the books that were in the back of the bookstore. I saw that, and that it was kind of a big deal. And it's actually maybe a school down south. That may be something to note. I also think that there is going to be something. I also saw there was this other instance that we were trying to get out of this parking lot, and you didn't just pay to get into the parking lot, you paid to leave the parking lot. And that it wasn't, paying to get in and park, it was paying when you leave. And these, and I don't know why, that was weird, but you could leave for free if you were from this certain town or this certain area. And I happened to be from the town, although I don't live there now. So I don't know if this is going to have something to do with the town I came from. But I was able to prove it for my class ring. And other people were proving it with like their IDs, their town jackets, their, in one of the cases, it was a wrestling jacket. But I don't know what that's going to mean. It may end up being that there's something that happens in the town that I'm from. I don't know. There was also something that had to do with a local fair or a local something that happens fair in a local fair. It's an event that is affecting a local fair. I'm concerned about that because we do have a local event that is coming up pretty soon. So I will definitely watch for that in my own life because it's not fair season. So to have a fair this time of the year is kind of weird, but it is something that was, and it was a big event, and it was stressful. So I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if that's going to mean either. I also think that there's going to be news coming from Tucson this weekend. It may be like late tomorrow because that also came up and had something to do about climbing up a hill and working on days. So I think the reason I think it might be this weekend is there was something about working on days that are not regular work days, and it was set in Tucson. It was continuation of continuous work and something about climbing up a hill, climbing something. So I don't know what that's going to mean. But that's pretty much it. There's a whole lot. Like, it was a lot. Very busy evening, which is crazy because I went to bed early and slept really hard. And so that's what I have to offer for you today. This storm that somebody else also wanted me to talk about the storm. I didn't even know there was going to be a storm. So obviously it hasn't pulled anything out of me yet. And although it's now looking like it's going to really hit us hard, I am more anxious about other energies than I am about this storm. So either that means that there's a whole lot more that's going to be happening, or the storm isn't going to be that bad. I don't know. I'm not really sure which it is. Not bad for me. I can't speak for everybody else. But either the storm's not going to be that bad for me, or there's a whole lot of other stuff that's going to be a whole lot more energy. I can feel that more. So there you go.